Hi, it's McGann, and for this video, let's dive into looking at Merida. A lot of people say Merida is the first princess that does not need a man to solve her problems. She solves her own problems. And even though it's technically not a Disney movie, it's really a Pixar movie, I still think it counts in the princess spectrum. I believe Merida was coronated into the official princess line, so I'm going to talk about her for a minute. Because I agree that she was self-empowered and didn't need a man, but I also think that there is a little bit more underlying there than we actually ever get to. And with Merida, everyone was so excited to see Pixar making a princess movie. I mean, really, if you look at Pixar movies, they have problems making any decent female characters in a lot of their films. Like, if you look at Toy Story, the only female toy I can remember seeing in the first film was Bo Peep. And then the female characters were the little baby Molly that didn't do a lot but slobber on things. And then you had the mom who was just kind of in and out in a mom role, not really significant to the plot. And then you have things like A Bug's Life, where the female characters are really flat and they're kind of boring and unrelatable. You have Ratatouille, where there's a female chef and she's kind of spicy and saucy, but she's just not that appealing to younger girls. She's really an older character. Monsters, Inc., I love that little baby Boo. She is one of my favorite characters in any movie, but I mean, she's a baby. It could be a male baby and be the same exact character. Even The Good Dinosaur was a really boy-centric film. There was no main character throughout the film that was female. So really, other than later Toy Story movies, The Incredibles, Inside Out, and some things like that, Pixar doesn't do a lot with female characters. So it was really good to finally see a film where a female was the main character. And really, to have it be a mother-daughter story was pretty amazing, because you just don't see that anymore. And most princesses in the Disneyverse, they don't have mothers. But as a princess, Merida is the embodiment of pure defiance. And I love that we finally have a tomboy princess. However, while I agree with most of the Merida fanfare, there is a line towards the end of the film that irks me and kind of changes the whole tone of the movie for me. And it's once the contest of the suitors has been ended and no winner is declared, the boys are given the challenge of trying to win Merida's heart. I mean, we never see the aftermath of this unfold. To date, there's no Brave 2. So it kind of seems like a PC way to send all of the neighboring kingdoms home without starting a war with the other clans. But that moment really shifts the focus of the film and erases the previous disposition of Merida feeling that she doesn't need a man to make her happy. Because Merida seems all right with the decision her mother makes of, hey, win the girl's heart. And she doesn't rebel against it like she did against the tournament for winning her hand in marriage. Now, I grant you, if given the choice, I would prefer to fall in love with somebody than to be told, no, that guy won, he's the strongest, he gets to take you home. But it's kind of beside the point of what the film was stacking up before and how Merida and her mother were trying to fix their relationship between each other. I would have really preferred that Merida be given the option to find out who she'd like to marry, if anyone at all. Perhaps even the chance to find an Aladdin-esque peasant, instead of making it like The Bachelor, kind of, where all these guys are going to be trying to win her affection. And that makes it a secondary contest between three men who are obviously beneath Merida's brains and abilities. And that last bit makes the moral of the story seem like, listen to your mother, because even if you win the battle, she is wise enough to win the war.